day, sir. I am Jeremy P. Valencia with a course of Bachelor of Science in Forestry, first year college. I will be reporting the 1 to 10 pages of Introduction of Forest Ecology. A Man and the Forest. 1. Human influence in the forest. Humans are the most important determinant of future impacts on forests because of their population size, attitudes, and demands on forest products, for we are consuming and using our natural resources. 2. Forest crops planted today will be harvested in about 50 years or more. How can the forest manager predict future forest product needs? Forest crops that are planted today will be harvested in about 50 years or more, depending on the climate of their environment. Forest managers also predict future forest needs because of the past studies conducted by past researchers and continued by the present ones. 3. Man's evolutionary development. Through time, many things had evolved, resulting to endangering and extinction of species. Technological influences arose as many tools had been created, like axes and cutting machines are created. 4. Human population growth. A. Causes of population growth. Number 1. In ancient times. In ancient times, people able to improve their diet, their yields from crop rotation, and increase efficiency of crop production that freed a portion of society. Gikan sa paggamit sa bunlay hangtod sa nakakreate na silag mga flow or daro, which is less time consuming compare atong bunlay-bunlay ra. 2. In modern times. During this time, living became easier and more efficient. Daghan ng pagkaon, dili na magutman unlike before og mas dali na pud. Mas dali na pud ang pag-harvest tungod sa mga chemical compounds added to the soil like abono, kanang mga pangbutang gani sa pang-abono gani para patambok sa mga tanom ba. Then when it comes to harvesting like the wheat, flour, makina nalay gamiton. As technology increases, human population also increases. B. Limits to population growth. Malthusian limits. Aggression, war, disease, pestilence, starvation, lack of water, shelter, but for it to be effective, dapat i-control and pre-reproductive o reproductive age class. Malthusian was derived from the name of Thomas Robert Malthus. He is an essay on the principle of population. 2. Plant population control. In plant population control, there are delayed family information, fewer children, mas jutay ang bata. The one-child policy, dapat usara sa pamilya, and increase spacing between to ensure each children receives the best care possible. Dapat ang ang one child policy sa Chinese, and ni kuan siya ba ni kanang dapat usara ang bata nila kay para ang best nga care pud mahatag pud sa usa ka bata lang. 3. Population growth will continue for into the future even if full family planning. Then ang 5 na. So effects of population growth of forest. Numbers of trees in the forest decreases. Relentless human growth demand successfully sustained forest management based upon the ecology, the relationship between organisms and their environment. History of forestry. 1. Human dependence on forest. In ancient times, 1. Arboreal habitat, food, and protection. 2. Post-ice age of wood for fuel, shelter, protection, food storage in cold winter climates. 3. Forest clearing for food production. Or 4. Excess food production stimulated trade. A wooden boats, animal carts, transportation, wars for control of land. So mo to siya mahitabo katong sa history sa forestry in ancient times. Sa recent times, exploration and exploitation of forest. Timber for trade building material, ships, paper, timber for warfare. Recognition of other forest values, watershed, wildlife, fodder, medicinal, recreation, inherent value. Mupo to siya mahitabo sa recent times. C. Human impacts on forest. Muna siya nahitabo. Patch agriculture conversion of forest to crops, warfare boats, siege equipment, grazing and fire for food production, permanent loss of forest, loss of soil, deforestation to support metal production. Mo to siya nahitabo sa human impacts on forest. 2. Development of forestry. There are 6 stages of forestry development. Number 1. Unregulated exploitation of forest with no thought of depletion or conservation. 2. Perception of forest or threatened future shortages of forest resources. 3. Exploitation of undepleted forest at more remote locations. 4. Institution of simple, non-ecological regulations concerning forest cutting and management. 5. Realization that simple administrative dictates cannot ensure future supplies of forest resources. 6. Initiation of continuing development of ecological-based forest resource conservation and management practices usually accompanied by increasing success in the conservation and production forest. Mo to siya 6 stages of forestry development. So ecology is the study of interrelations and interdependence of among organisms with their environment, including all living and non-living organisms. It is also known as science of living environment, which primarily concern our populations, community, and ecosystem. The word ecology is from the Greek oikos, meaning household or place to live. Ecosystems like tundra, coral reefs, wetland and grassland are very fragile, while larger ecosystems with wide diversity are much more stable. Divisions of ecology. Ecology deals with the interrelations of individual organisms with their environment. Ecological study of a single organism or a simple species. Synecology deals with interrelations of 2 or more organisms in relations to their environment. Gynecology deals with the genetic variations of organisms in relation to their environment. Paleoecology deals with the reconstruction of past vegetation and climate change from fossil evidences. Last one is ecosystem analysis. Deals with the functional dynamics of the ecosystem. So this picture eco derives from the word oikos. That means house. Logy from the word logos, meaning study. Ecology is the study of environment. In the environment, there is biotic factors that affects another organisms like man, animals, and plants that consumes fires, light, air, soil, and oxygen, which are abiotic factors. These phases build the ecosystem. There are 4 laws of ecology. Number 1 is everything is connected to everything else. Number 2 is everything must go somewhere. Number 3 is nature knows best. Number 4, nothing comes from nothing. Applied ecology. Applied ecology concerned with the management and conservation of habitats and the consequences and control of pollution. Forest ecology focuses to understanding the complex biotic and the abiotic systems within a defined woodland area. Biosphere, the ecosystem comprising the entire Earth including the crust, water, and atmosphere, and the living organisms that inhabit it or simply part of the planet that support life. Structure of biosphere. Hierarchy. Species or organisms is reproductive growth, a living thing like plant, animals, and humans. Population. A member of a single species that live in a given area. Example is population of algae. Community. Assemblage of interacting species in a given area. Biome. A region with a characteristic plant community. Example for this is rainforest. Ecosystem. A community of animals, plants, microbes, etc. together with the physical environment that support it. In this picture, solar energy, or the energy that comes from the sun, brings life to living organisms. The geosphere and the biosphere is the earth itself, the rock, soil, water, atmosphere, lithosphere, cryptosphere, hydrosphere. It is the study of the different layers of the earth, as well as its components for the living organisms that uses the sun's energy to live. There are 8 major biomes. Number 1 is tundra. Number 2 is boreal forest. Number 3 is eastern forest. Number 4 is western coniferous forest. Number 5 is grassland. Number 6 is broad sclerophyll vegetation. Number 7 is deserts. Number 8 is tropical forest. Types of vegetation in the Philippines. Types of forest. Number 1, mangrove forest. Number 2, brackish water forest. Number 3, beech forest. Number 4, peat swamp forest. Number 5, freshwater swamp forest. Number 6, forest over limestone of molive forest. Number 7, tropical lowland evergreen rainforest or dipterocarp forest. Number 8, tropical semi-evergreen rainforest. Number 9, tropical moist deciduous forest. Number 10, tropical lower montane rainforest or pine forest. Number 11, tropical upper montane rainforest or mossy forest. Number 12 is subalpine forest. Types of grassland. Number 1, upland grassland or mid-mountain grasslands. 2, alpine grasslands of Mount Pulug. The plant and animals that are found in particular location are referred to as an ecosystem. Ecosystem is an integrated unit consisting of community of living organisms, bacteria, animals, and plants, and the physical environment, soil, water, and climate that they inhabit. There are 3 types of ecosystem: terrestrial ecosystem, marine ecosystem, and freshwater ecosystem. That's all for today. Thank you.